Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. Our starting pitcher in this one, J.P. Sears. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
All right, ready to go here. Starling Marte up to hit. That one finds the zone, and this one is off and running. That's hard hit on the line. And there's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second, shortstop Francisco
Now
Lindor.
Up to hit, Francisco Lindor.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
There's the strike. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Francisco Lindor takes him deep. Home run number 5 on the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now it's Juan Soto. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Sears, a guy that really fills up the strike zone. Rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely in play. That's a base hit.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well. Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the
First
zone a lot,
baseman,
but these days, with all the
Alonso.
uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
Here's Pete Alonso. Yeah, that's fouled off. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 2-run homer. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 4-0.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
So up next, Ronnie Mauricio. And that's in for a strike. Did you ever really need a cue to be more aggressive?
No, I never did, especially when it comes to messing with you.
Wow. And here it comes.
1-1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
This one smacked out to left center. Base hit.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play. It's not always
Second
easy
baseman,
seeing the ball
Luis
off the bat.
Angel
Something to
Acuna.
improve.
Next to hit, Luis Angel Acuna. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brown takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting 7th, left fielder
Here's a
Brandon
Mets lineup
Nimmo.
now. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Luis Angel Acuna.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He crushes that one to center field. Their third home run of the inning. It's 6-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. J.P. Sears is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
And
A's.
we've got ourselves a pitching
Number
change.
58.
Noah Murdock. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. And the batter now, Francisco Alvarez. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. And
One
now
ball,
the count
one
is
strike.
even. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Mitch Spence up and loosening in the pen. Lifted in the air, right field. Butler on the move. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting 9th, center fielder
2
Jose
outs, base is
Siri.
empty. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri. And a strike. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Mets 6, and the A's nothing. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this one, Clay Holmes. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Just missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Take a base.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Jacob Wilson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 6 straight outside the strike zone. In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. And now a man into scoring position. No outs. Runner on second. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Brent Rooker in the box now. No balls and a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Butler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Gets the call, and that's strike 1. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 down. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Mets 6 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the Mets DH, Starling Marte. Murdoch back to work. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Francisco Lindor. He's already homered in this game. First pitch misses. Lindor, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, batting second in today's lineup. He's been scoring a lot of runs lately. He scored 9 times in the last 10 games. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Here's Juan Soto. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game one of this 3-game set. They say you win.
1-1.
That's out to center field. Bleday settles under it. One down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Alonso takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Bleday under it. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
That one is absolutely belted, and it looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And in scoring position with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. He's 0 for 1.
That's the ball.
In the dirt, blocked. That misses. Ball 2. High fly ball, right field. Butler. He's got it, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine. Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. In for a strike, and the count's even at 2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Batting 6.
Now here is Zach Geloff.
Geloff.
1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Holmes winds and deals. On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Here's Gio Urshela.
7. Third baseman, Gio Urshela.
First pitch misses. Fought off foul. And there's a ball.
That's inside.
Bleday takes his lead at third with one away. That
ball,
one misses, and the count is 3-1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter,
Batting
but the
eighth,
pitcher will take
left
that all
fielder.
day long.
Seth
Not quite in the strike
Brown.
zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Seth Brown in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Now 1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker.
ball,
As a
one
hitter,
strike.
you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. In to score is the runner from third. And it's an RBI single. It's 8-1. Not in time. He's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
That one fouled off. Smoked on the ground a second. Toss to Alonso.
he's out.
They limit the damage here. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full. It's the Mets 8. Back here at the ballpark, coming
for the
off a
Mets,
series
left
where they
fielder,
were red
Brandon
hot
Nimmo.
at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And now Francisco Alvarez. In the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting,
2 away
the center
now.
fielder, Jose Siri.
2 down, bases empty. Jose Siri up now for the Mets. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He circles the bases. His second of the year. It's 9-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Starling Marte. He's 2 for 2. That one the other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. This one in the dirt. Marte off of first with 2 away. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ground ball to the right side. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast, and they're starting to run away. It's now 9-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm...
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's check
off
out the
for
latest
the
news
A's,
from around the league.
Right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
That one finds the corner. That's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
That's a little bit low.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. And that's a little bit
that's a
high.
ball.
And the count is even, 2-2.
2-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So digging in,
Up
Jacob
next
Wilson.
for the
His
A's,
first at-bat was a
shortstop,
strikeout.
Jacob Wilson.
Wilson with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strike.
And that skips in the dirt. Not close with that one, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone. Rooker, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Now a check swing, but he held up. Rooker with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. So 1 out with 2 aboard. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
1 ball. 1 strike.
1 out, bases full. The 1-1 is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Good eye in that spot. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 9 and the A's 1. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Juan Soto. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Next offering is fouled back.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Soto tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
One and one.
Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
And that one is downstairs, and a count is 3-1. One out, bases empty. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Man at first, and next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Just a slow ground ball this time, and it goes just foul. Now fly ball to right center. Puts it away for the out, and there's two away.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Angel
Here's the second baseman,
Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ground ball. They get the force. Third out. Mets strand one, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia. Yeah.
Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
1-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Gio Urshela steps in. Went down on strikes his first time through. Just missed. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Geloff aboard here at first with nobody out. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a base hit. Soto gets it back in quickly. Runner stops at second. And the first two
Now
reach to
batting,
start the
left
inning.
fielder,
He was all
Seth
over that one.
Brown.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So here's Brown at the plate. There's the strike. First and second, no outs. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball could be two. To second, that's one. Over to Alonso, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it
Now
was
batting,
far from
the first
routine.
baseman,
That's the one
Tyler
thing about big leaguers. They make
Soderstrom.
tough plays look simple.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Ripped to third. Sends it to first. That's the inning. The A's strand one. They trail it big. It's 9-1.
Pitching for the
We're back,
A's.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Mitch Spence.
Mitch.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it
Leading off
is.
for the Mets,
Seems like a
left
tough
fielder,
task today
Brandon
with the way
Nimmo.
this lineup is swinging it.
Want me to go with that Ali glow. Stacks roll, real dope, baby. God, you.
Nimmo in now. Takes ball one off the plate.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Drops into the glove. One away.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder Jose
Siri digs in now. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
And the 0-2. Ball one there.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swings and misses, and there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the Mets order. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. That's in there, and it's 0-1. And that one is inside. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline. It's 10-1.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop Francisco
Stepping
Lindor.
in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
that's
Just
off the plate.
missed. Spence, 26 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2019. Next pitch in for a strike, and 1-1. Ripped, but it curls foul. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that is downstairs. And it's a full count.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No error. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Lawrence Butler.
Funk up the place. We're just trying to dance, yo. Turn up the place. We about to go. What's about to happen, girl? You already know. Taking control. We can
Back
take
now
this
to start the
right
bottom of the
fast, so
5th and taking over on the mound, Frankie Montas.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Athletics looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They do have 2 hits with runners in scoring position, so they've delivered in those moments a couple of times, but for the most part, they're leaving a lot of food on their plate.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jacob Wilson. He is struck out, and he is walked. And that's way high. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And another ball. The A's with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. That catches the corner. On the ground to third, and foul ball. Line drive, Acuna gets it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Designated hitter Brent Rooker.
Now the A's designated hitter Brent Rooker, 1 for 2. On the corner at the knees for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. 2 out, space is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just off the inside edge.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's
3
down
balls,
and in.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 9. It's 10-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto. Spence back to work. In there at the knees. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Now one missed. The A's bullpen has
One
some
ball,
movement.
one strike.
Michel Otonez, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. McFarland, a left-hander, also throwing. Close,
No,
but
that's a
called a ball. Now 2 balls and a strike.
One strike.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Going, gone. He hammers one out to center. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 11-1.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Now batting third baseman Ronnie Mauricio.
Ronnie Mauricio, the next to hit. And it's fouled away. And ball one.
That's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That missed by a lot, and a count 2-1.
Hey!
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Butler squeezes it, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. To the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Well, we go bottom 6, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. And that's down and away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls, but because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
The 1-1. Foul ball there. And there's a ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just misses with that one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, Hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Top of inning number 7. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. Gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 12-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Mitch Spence done for the night.
Pitching
Michel Otañez comes on now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Alvarez stands in now and watches strike 1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
That one not close, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss, and now 1 away.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2.
Next offering is downstairs.
1-2.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. 2 down, base is empty. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Right side, Butler. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. 7th inning stretch time. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Right through there for a strike. Hit in the air out to center field. Siri. And out number 1 on the grab. Seth Brown will hit next.
Left fielder, Seth Brown.
Fouled off left side. The 0-1. Swings through that.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Next
1
pitch
ball,
way
2 strikes.
upstairs. Outside.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Into the outfield, base hit. And out to aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Hit on the ground might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 12 and the A's 1.
Many years ago we saw this possibility, but we didn't have a way.
Leading off
So
for
up
the
next
Mets,
for New York,
shortstop
Francisco Lindor. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Otañez, the tall righty, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Ground ball right side, and that one handled on the run, sends it over to first. In time, got him. Juan Soto now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Mets up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. And it is 2-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Just missed. Right through there for a strike.
3-2.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one carrying, tattooed and gone. He'll circle the bases. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 13-1.
Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
1 out, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Center field, Bleday on his way over. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Line drive. And foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. To the right side, Soderstrom. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went around. That's ruled a swing.
One and two.
This to third. Mauricio tosses across to first. One up, one down.
Up next for the A's, designated hitter, Brent Rooker.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. 1 for 3. That's too low. Ball 1. The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Next pitch, not close, up high. This one in the air. Alonso under it. Snags it for the second out.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. And instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Langoliers at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Tell me, babe, why it's easy to fall in love with motorbike. And I don't mind stealing sometimes, baby.
We go to the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Otañez back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Out to center, Bleday hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Ken Waldichuk, the left-hander, up and throwing. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. It's 14-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Michel Otoñez gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher, TJ McFarland, taking over on the mound.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
And now Francisco Alvarez in there, and it's 0-1. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth. Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Way outside, and a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it.
Now
you rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bleday sizing this one up, and he makes the catch, and that is that. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Center fielder J.J. Bleday.
And first offering is fouled off.
Oh! 1-1.
Swinging a foul straight back. And that one's a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Handful.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out
Now
on top.
batting, second baseman.
So a man at first.
Zach
Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1. And he takes a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo ranging after it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now here's Gio Urshela. And that is out of play. Bleday at first, one gone. That one ripped. Nimmo makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting left fielder, Seth Brown.
So it's their last chance in this one. Seth Brown getting ready to hit. A little bit high maybe. And that is ball 1. And another ball. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that one upstairs.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. First pitch just misses.
1-0.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
1-2.
Montas is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
14-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shaw.